Welcome to the deep dive. You're with us because you want to get a solid understanding and quickly of what's happening out there. Today, we're really zeroing in on something lots of you are asking about. Legit work from home jobs in 2024. We've got this pretty comprehensive article, 95 legit work at home jobs in 2024, up to 25 HR.
Yeah, 95 is a lot.
It is. So we've done the digging for you, pulled out the key stuff so you don't get lost in the weeds.
Exactly. Think of this as your, let's say, guided tour. We want to give you the essentials from this article, but without, just reading a list.
Right.
And it covers a huge range. You've got your data entry, your customer service,
Right.
but also more specialized things, editing, proofreading, even tutoring.
And we're not just listing jobs. We're hoping to find those like aha moments for you, the surprising bits, the stuff that gives you a real feel for these roles. So let's jump in. What about those top picks, the ones the article highlights right away?
Okay, yeah, the best picks. A few really jump out. First, bookkeeping. What's interesting is the potential up to $300 per client per month. And crucially, it doesn't stress needing prior experience. That seems like a big door opener for people, maybe with good organizational skills.
Yeah, definitely. Makes you think why bookkeeping is so consistently, viable for remote work. Maybe it's just fundamental for businesses.
Probably. Every business needs it.
Huh.
Then you've got the, let's call them easier entry points, swag bucks, survey junkie.
Ah, yeah. The pocket money ones.
Pretty much. Straightforward ways to earn a bit extra.
Yeah.
And they mentioned that $5 sign-up bonus or getting free products. It's a little immediate reward, right?
Low stakes. Good for just like testing the waters online, but probably not replacing your day job.
Oh, definitely not. Now, something potentially more substantial, proofreading. The article throws out up to $50 per hour. That gets your attention.
$50 an hour. Yeah, it does.
And it highlights flexibility. They mentioned Caitlin Pyle, proofread anywhere. Apparently, she earned over $43,000 a year working part-time.
Okay, see, that's a real number. That makes it tangible.
It does. Makes you wonder, though, what separates a good proofreader. Keen eye for detail, obviously. Strong grammar.
Absolutely. Earning that much part-time is, pretty significant. And the last best pick, voice acting. High-paying career, no qualifications needed to get started.
That is surprising. I mean, no qualifications, really.
Right. Makes you think it's less about degrees and more about, inherent talent. A great voice, performance ability.
Maybe the technical setup, too. Anyway, an interesting one. So should we dig deeper into, say, editing and proofreading specifically?
Let's do it. The article gives more examples there.
Okay, so proofread anywhere comes up again, but this time it's framed more around starting your own business.
Ah, so not just gig work, but potentially building something bigger.
Exactly. Hints at a career path, maybe scaling up. Then you have companies like Grammarly, more traditional setup.
Okay.
They list the tasks, proofreading, grammar checks, copy editing, and they give a pay range. Around $12 to $18 per hour.
Yeah.
Useful to see that concrete figure.
Yeah, it gives you a baseline.
Then contrast that with Kirkus Reviews. They offer that work from anywhere appeal.
Nice.
But the work is sporadic. That's a key trade-off you see a lot, isn't it?
Totally. Flexibility is great, but if the work isn't consistent, that's tough if you need steady income.
It really is something you have to weigh up. Then there's Smart Brief. Different angle again.
How so?
They want prior experience for freelance writers, but the potential payoff is way higher. The article cites figures around 71,281 DENs to $81,874 a year.
Wow. Okay, so experience really pays off in that niche.
It seems so. And lastly, DECTs.
Yeah.
Very specialized medical technical fields.
Right.
And the key thing there, primarily hires in India, though sometimes elsewhere. A good reminder that remote doesn't always mean hire anywhere. Geography can still matter.
Absolute critical point. Okay, let's pivot. Online tutoring. That seems like another huge area.
Oh, it was massive. The variety is pretty striking. Let's start with ESL English as a second language.
Okay.
You got names like Magic Ears, VIP Kid, Data, Education First, Kids, Cambly, HEWO, loads of them.
And what's the difference? Pay. Requirements.
Both. Magic Ears and Data, for instance, quote, higher rates like 1826 hours or up to $25 an hour, but they often want experience, maybe a TEFL or TESOL certificate.
Those are the English teaching qualifications.
Exactly. So higher pay, but higher bar to entry. Then you look at Cambly. Pays less, around $10 per hour, but seems more open globally, mainly needing native English speakers.
Ah, I see. So lower entry bar, lower pay. Makes sense. Common theme, probably.
Very common. And tutoring isn't just ESL. Course Hero lets you tutor lots of subjects. Top tutors there apparently make around $500 per week.
By sharing expertise, interesting model.
Then tutor.com focuses on U.S. hires, people in or graduated from U.S. universities, pays $9, $13 an hour.
Okay.
You also see specialization boosting pay. Schoolie wants a master's or PhD plus teaching certification. Pay $25 per hour.
Higher credentials, higher rate. Got it.
Chegg is another one. Initial pay $20 per hour. Lots of subjects, mostly U.S. hires.
Seems like advanced degrees really help in this space.
Definitely. And don't forget study pool. This one's interesting. You answer homework questions. Top earners reportedly make around $7,000 per month.
$7,000 a month? Just answering homework questions?
Apparently. Leverages that peer-to-peer learning idea. Can be very lucrative if you know your stuff in certain subjects.
Wow. And test prep. Kaplan's mentioned too.
Yeah, Kaplan International. But they have that weird requirement you need to be in the same city as the student. Kind of defeats the remote aspect a bit, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah. So for you listening, think about your subject strengths. There's likely a platform for it. Now, what about quicker cash? Market research.
Right, market research. Presented as relatively easy money. Potential for over $300 a month.
How does that work usually? Surveys.
Mostly surveys, yeah. The article highlights sites like Swagbucks again, Inbox Dollars, both offer $5 just to sign up. Branded surveys gives bonus points.
So little incentives to get started.
Exactly. Low commitment. Easy to spread. But, manage your expectations on total earnings. It's supplemental income mostly.
Good point. Okay, let's shift to a really big category, customer service and sales. Always seems to be demand there.
Huge segment, yeah. And a real mix in terms of pay and what's needed. You've got companies with global reach like Working Solutions or Foundiver, but entry-level pay might be like $9, $11 per hour.
So maybe easier to get into, but lower starting pay.
Seems that way. Then you have big names, Apple, Amazon. Pay might be a bit higher, $10, $15 maybe, but Amazon's often seasonal. Apple might want product knowledge.
Right, makes sense. Shows the range just within customer service.
And the types of roles vary too. Standard call center stuff with Teletech or Alorica. But then Zapier has a customer champion role, more technical troubleshooting, pays way more, like $45,000 a year.
Okay, so specialized skills matter here too.
Definitely. American Express is another higher payer, around $20 an hour, but they want a degree in experience.
The requirements again.
Always. And you even get niche roles, like Pleo helping patients with medication schedules. Pays $14 to $18 an hour, but only hires in certain U.S. states.
Interesting. Shows how specific industries are using remote support.
It does. Even U-Haul and Williams-Sonoma are in the mix. Just shows how widespread remote customer service is now. Key takeaway, lots of jobs, but pay and requirements vary wildly. Research is crucial.
Got it. Okay, quick change of pace. Driving and delivery, not exactly at home, but definitely part of the flexible work scene.
That's right. DoorDash, Instacart, Uber Eats, Lyft, big players. The article gives average pay ranges like $8-15 for DoorDash, maybe up to $20 for Lyft, depending on the city and time.
But those are averages, right?
Crucially, yes.
Yeah.
Your actual earnings. It can swing wildly based on location, time, demand, and, this is vital, your costs. Gas, insurance, car maintenance.
Yeah, you have to factor those in to see what you're actually netting. Big point. Okay, back indoors. Transcription and virtual assistants. Classic remote roles.
Yep. Transcription has different levels. Beginner platforms like Casting Words. More specialized stuff like medical transcription with Allegis or 3M. Pay is often per audio minute.
So speed and accuracy are key.
Absolutely. Affects your hourly rate significantly. Yeah. And many are global, like GoTranscript or SpeechPad. That's an advantage.
And virtual assistants. VAs.
Growing field. Boldly offers $18 to $20 an hour, hires internationally. Time, etc. starts lower, around $11 per hour, shows demand for remote admin and organizational skills.
Okay. What about data entry, translation, captioning? Quick overview.
Sure. Data entry like Dian data might need a minimum typing speed, like 60 words per minute. Translation services, World Lingo, SmartLing obviously need language skills. Pay varies by project.
And captioning.
Companies like Rev and VTAC, driven by the need for accessible online content, pay differs by role. Rev's average captioner makes around $240 per month, according to the article, likely very part-time.
Right. Even in these seemingly simple areas, there's a range of skills needed. Okay, some niche ones. Online moderation, pet sitting, mystery shopping.
Moderation with ICUC or Mod Squad managing online communities. Pay seems around $9, $10 starting. Pet sitting via Rover, great for animal lovers, potential for up to $1,000 a month, part-time.
Could be decent side income.
For sure. And mystery shopping and telecheck, call center, QA, small payments, like $5 per call for checking customer service quality.
Yeah.
More for pocket money, really.
Okay. And the article finishes with even more specialized fields.
Yeah, a real mix.
Yeah.
Rating jobs, Appen, Lionbridge, evaluating search results, stuff like that. Pay maybe $9 to $19 an hour range. Remote IT Toptal mentions high-paying roles there.
Tech skills, always in demand.
Always. Medical coding, Humana's mentioned. Travel agents, World Travel Holdings, Ovation often need sales experience, industry knowledge. Pay can include commission.
And it even covers nursing, bookkeeping, research.
Right. Shows how deep remote work goes now. Nursing roles with places like FOMED. Bookkeeping again, but higher-level-accounting-department.com wants 3+ years experience, pays around $24 to $29 an hour.
So experience and credentials unlock higher pay there.
Definitely. And research platforms like Maven or Presto experts answer questions, set their own rates.
Interesting model. And lastly, it touches on longer-term strategies.
Yeah, things like blogging, starting your own proofreading or bookkeeping business, aiming for potentially higher, more sustainable income, like that bookkeeping potential of $60 per hour mentioned as a possibility.
Right, moving beyond just finding a job to building a remote career or business.
Exactly. And the final tips in the article are really useful for anyone listening. Key takeaways like understanding if a job is just extra cash or a real career path. Using freelance sites maybe to build experience first. Thinking about learning new skills, realizing hiring status changes all the time, and viewing remote work potentially as running your own small business.
Those are great practical points. So wrapping up this deep dive into that 95 Jobs article, hopefully it's given you, the listener, a much clearer map of the 2024 work-from-home landscape.
Yeah, we've hit a huge range. Quick cash options, specialized professional roles, potential business paths. The next step, really, is for you to reflect. What fits your skills, your interests, your financial needs?
Exactly. Which leads us to that final question for you to ponder. Given all this variety we've just unpacked, what's an unexpected work-from-home category that might, surprisingly, be the perfect fit for your unique skills and offer real growth potential in this constantly shifting world of remote work? Something to think about. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us.